Hi everyone, this is Martha, and I'm live on Facebook. I want to make a video talking about femininity and being beautiful. This is a little personal story, and hi, thanks for watching. So this is a bit of a personal story, and also like a question, I guess. Okay, so anyway, let me start again. So this is Martha. I'm a clinical sexologist. I have a doctorate in human sexuality. I've been in practice for 8 years, and I also have a master's in counseling. I'm in my counseling room, and I'm between clients. So I have a client in about 30 minutes. So I just wanted to make a quick video while I'm here in my office with this nice lighting. And so let me share with you this little personal story first. So for the longest time, and I've shared this many times, I actually didn't like being a woman. I didn't like being a girl. I have been told a lot of times in my life that, oh, you're a girl, you shouldn't talk like that. And this continued even after I started work in the corporate world. And my boss actually said this to me: "You're a girl. You shouldn't talk like that. Women don't talk like that." And it got me really mad because it made me feel that there was a limitation to what I can be and who I can be because I'm a woman. So for many years in my life, growing up and then later in the corporate world, when I was doing corporate communications as a professional, I felt a lot of anger about being a woman. And this anger about being a woman continued even though I was still functional. I was able to have adult relationships. I was in romantic relationships, sexual relationships as well. But I was mad. I was mad about being a woman and being typecast that women are like this, should be like this, should behave like this. I was mad. And at the same time, as a woman, young woman, younger woman back then, I was harassed. I was harassed, and it didn't feel safe to be a woman. And I didn't know this, but I was carrying all this rage and anger inside my body. When I became a sexologist, I started my practice in Singapore. I started getting a lot of well-meaning people giving me advice that I didn't ask for. So people saying things like, are you sure you're not going to be raped in your office? Because I'm a woman and that's a man. So I guess I would be raped. Do you have a camera in your office? Are you alone in your office? Are you sure you're going to be safe? So a lot of like people, well-meaning people, putting fear into me that of course you say that it's my choice whether I allow that fear to get into me. But this message was repeated by many people, and so it did start to affect me. So one of the things that I wasn't so comfortable with when I first started my practice as a sexologist, being the first female sexologist, being the first person with a doctorate in human sexuality in Singapore, got all this media publicity, which helped my practice. But what was happening was I was not comfortable with being in this woman body and being a woman. So I was hiding about being a woman. How I hid behind being a woman was I would see clients and I would wear yoga pants because there would be times when I would do demonstration, not with the client, but just like certain position or certain movements. I just felt I would be more comfortable in yoga pants. So the first 2 years I was running my practice, I was actually wearing yoga pants. And I felt that, look, you know me, I have all these credentials, my doctorate, you see my profile, you see my website, you've seen my media articles, media mention, you know who I am. So now I'm in front of you, let me help you. So surely they can get past the way I look and just focus on what value I was giving to them. But I was wrong. I was wrong. So of course, first impressions count. People do care about how you look. And I was hiding. So I was hiding behind those yoga pants, thinking that if I look less attractive, I would be safer. And one day, and this is something that I have not shared before, one day my client actually said this to me. We had a couple of sessions and I helped them, and they came and said, you know, Martha, you really helped us a lot. We learned a lot of things from you, and the thing that helped us the most was not what you taught us. I was like, what? What do you mean not what I taught you? Then what did you get out of it? He said, it was not what you taught us, but who you are. Who you are. We can tell that you really love sex, and it makes us feel safe that there is somebody who really enjoys sex and kind of like a role model to them. And I was like, oh my God, you know, they talk about this about coaches, which is you shouldn't be telling people what to do when you yourself don't do it. Like, don't be a hypocrite. And here I am hiding behind my yoga pants because I'm not comfortable about being sexualized as a sexologist. And so I decided that I needed to go deeper into being comfortable about being a woman who happens to be a sexologist. So I'm pardon my expressions, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. If I dress up, people will call me names and call me a slut and all these things, and treat me just like a woman. But the reality is I am a woman. So who am I kidding? Who am I trying to hide from by trying to wear my yoga pants so that I feel safer in my work? And so over time, I gave myself permission to dress in ways that feel good to me. So I really love wearing earrings. Somehow earrings make me feel feminine. And I want to help my clients, but I don't need to lose myself in the process. I don't need to lose my sense of who I am, because my clients actually appreciate the modeling. And so I started to put on makeup. I started to wear earrings. I started to give myself permission to wear dresses, long dresses. And today I'm wearing a dress, my signature purple dress, because my logo is purple. And I have another one, exact same dress, which is red. But anyway, so I started giving myself permission to dress up and enjoy my body and skin of being a woman. And I feel that I had some healing. I have had some healing around my sexuality. Not just I'm comfortable with having sex, but I'm comfortable with being a woman and enjoying this body of a woman and enjoying the privileges of being a woman. It took me time to really accept this identity of woman, because we hide, because we feel unsafe, because we're scared, because we're sexualized. This whole metoo thing, the shaming, the harassment we get is very real. But I'm not going to do myself or anybody any favors by dumbing myself down, putting a paper bag over my head and looking really ugly. I'm not doing anybody any favors. I'm really not. I'll be miserable in the process doing my work because I feel ugly and I look ugly, and therefore I'm not living my full potential if I'm scared. So that's my big story that I wanted to share with you guys. So now I want to go into something else, okay? So this is like story part 2. So having had all these years of being unhappy with being a woman for many, many, many years, and then becoming more comfortable with my female identity and body, and growing into doing and being feminine in my work as a sexologist, and not making any apologies for the fact that I'm a woman and I'm in a woman body, and therefore I would dress the way that, not just to be presentable for my work, but actually to feel good for my sake. Recently I met with a friend, and he was talking about the whole metoo thing. It's a he. And so he says, look, come on, admit it. Why do women dress up? Why do women wear lipstick? They do this because they want the masculine attention. They want attention from men. I was like, is that the only reason why you think women dress up? And it's like, what other reason is that? Why do they dress up? Put on makeup, wear all these sexy dresses. Why do they do it other than the fact that they want attention from men? And then they get attention from men, and then they complain about them. So he's going on about it. I said, I was so mad, right? I want to scream, but I can't because there's another session next door. I was mad. And okay, so I told him this. I said, you are not a woman. You have never been a woman. You have no idea what it's like to be a woman, to be scared, to have to worry about whether you'll be raped, to have to worry about whether what you dress is too much. And what if these people, by dressing the way that they dress, are trying to be brave, that they have gotten to the point that I have over the years, which is I need to stop hiding and stop denying that I'm a woman and have a woman body and really enjoy being in my skin, and just stop being scared. Maybe these people are dressing the way they dress because they like it. Sure, they may like the attention, but on top of the attention they like it, maybe they dress the way they dress because they like it, because they like what they're wearing. And you won't know what their objective is because you're not them. And the best way to know is to ask them. So don't assume that everyone is dressing for men, for their attention. There are people who choose to dress up because they don't want to hide anymore. They don't want to hide their brilliance. They don't want to hide their beauty, just like me. It took me courage, time, and growing into my vulnerability to dress up. So even dressing up for me is courage. Dressing up for me is being vulnerable, because that means that I may be judged. Oh, she's too sexy, or she's not sexy enough, or she's trying too hard, or she's a slut. So I have to go because I think my client is here. So anyway, that's the video. So bye.